Hello, I'm Dave, and welcome to my channel, Sunlight on Climate Change. Global warming, global cooling, or climate change, no matter the flavor of the week, is the greatest 60-year hoax in the history of the world. And I'll be releasing posts on a regular basis exposing it point by point. There are many issues to discuss, all very easy to factually prove, and it's time you learn the truth. Climate change is about the global elites and climate activists' quest for control, power, and self-enrichment, and I'm going to prove it. First of all, a brief background. I sold media most of my life, media advertising, from cinema to newspaper to radio and television, and most significantly, digital advertising way back to the beginning of the digital revolution. I worked with the CEOs and CMOs of the world's largest advertising agencies and Fortune 100 companies. And in fact, I was the co-founder, along with Al Gore, of the internet. Just kidding. Just kidding for both of us. However, most pertinent to our discussion would be my time with the Weather Channel, as I was sent down to Atlanta to help out in the Weather Channel's early days. The founder and president of the Weather Channel was John Coleman. John was a weatherman for 9 years for ABC's #1 rated Good Morning America in the Meteorologist of the Year in 1983. We both reported directly to the CEO. We spent a lot of time together, and John was my mentor when it comes to climate change. This is what he had to say about global warming. Global warming is a hoax. It's bad science. It's hijacking public policy. It's the greatest scam in history. While I'm just getting started, truthfully, this quote says it all. I promise you 3 things. First and most important, the truth. And my favorite quote, if you have integrity, nothing else matters. If you don't have integrity, nothing else matters. That's from former Wyoming Senator Alan Simpson. Second, you'll learn for the first time climate change facts that will blow you away, most of which come directly from the global elites and the climate activists themselves. And third, we'll try to have some fun along the way. My first issue-related post, which I'll drop tomorrow, will be about the greenhouse gases. If the greenhouse issue falls apart, the whole thing falls apart. And trust me, it's going to fall apart magnificently. For today, I do want to leave you with a couple of interesting facts, and we'll do so with a golden oldie. Why are the climate activists no longer bringing tears to our eyes over the demise of the polar bear? Well, here's the scoop. Back in the 60s, the polar bear population had fallen to around 10,000. But today, it's close to 39,000, approaching 40,000. So how did this happen? Clearly, global warming had nothing to do with it, and it never does. And that's fact number 1. And it wasn't the melting ice. In fact, the polar bears rather like the slivers of ice because it's easier to seek out their favorite meal, the seals. And oh, by the way, floating ice simply means it's summertime. And another side note, the Arctic, which would be the North Pole, is currently experiencing historic record low temperatures, not high temperatures, but record low temperatures. Bet you didn't know that. So how do we save the polar bears? We stopped giving out hunting licenses. All the global elites and climate activists do is lie, but we won't. Thank you for viewing my first post, and look for the greenhouse gas story tomorrow. Take care, remember, and it's just the weather, silly.